Hello, this is your host, B-Lo of the Hourglass Podcast. The time is now, and I got the crew with me, Rated R.
Rated R in the building.
Dub Boo.
Dub Boo in the house, yo.
All right. And we got a special guest this evening. We got the Miss Stacie Thompson, of the owner of A Table for 20.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
There she go.
How you doing?
Y'all can call me by my nickname, too, since everybody else gave their nickname.
The nickname?
We'll give it to her.
Give it to us.
My name is Stacie, she said.
Stacie, she said.
Stacie, she said.
She
Say it real fast,
Stacie,
3 times.
She
Stacie.
said.
She said.
She said.
She
Stacie,
said
she
she
said.
got a seashore.
She said.
Stacie, she said.
She said in the back of the.
Stacie, she said.
Stacie. Oh,
said.
okay. She said.
She said.
All right.
Well,
That's what's
well,
up.
said.
Well, what did she say?
She said that she was going to do it. And she did.
There it
There it
is.
is.
Okay, what
She
did
done it.
then?
She do it.
Yeah.
She do it.
Well, what exactly did she do?
Everything she said.
Hey, everything she did. Hey,
it is.
this a boss lady over here now.
Yeah.
This boss lady over here now. Hey, get it right now. She said, get that Miss She said on it.
She said.
Put the ump on it.
Glad to have you, though.
Yes.
For having me. It feels really good to be here. I grew up right around here, and even though I don't know everything about Chicago, it's very close to my heart to be here. So thank you.
Okay. Tell everybody where you went to high school at.
I went to Morgan Park.
All right.
School.
Okay.
Yeah, Clisel for elementary school. Grew up on the south side on the 9,
There it is. My brother went to Morgan Park, so I ain't tripping on you. Yeah, well, my younger brother, so
Mustangs.
it's all good.
Mustang over there. They beat us in football a couple of times now. I was a Bengal now,
It ain't hard to beat the Bengals. It's not hard to beat the Bengals. In case we ain't been checking lately.
Yeah, when I was there, we did have a really good football team. I was a cheerleader. It was fun.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hyped them up and stuff like that. So you was like in the park. Was you the head cheerleader? Like what was he like?
No, I'm
Okay.
sure I wasn't the head cheerleader.
Going that far.
Right.
I made the team.
I
yeah.
made the team, but yeah.
They said you was the one wearing the leg warmers in the summertime. That you with them leg warmers on?
It probably was.
Yeah, you probably had them on your arms. They supposed to be on your legs. You got them on your arms.
Listen.
Okay.
That's what's up.
That's what's up though. But Stacie, we got to talk a little about what really inspired you to create A Table for 20.
Okay, so I originally got the idea for Table for 20 at a cannabis dinner. It was a restaurant up on the north side. I think it's called Cannabistro.
Okay.
And so they shut down the restaurant, and it was just an amazing experience, and all the food was infused. And, while I'm just looking around and seeing everybody enjoy, my colleague leans over and says that somebody can make a killing off of a model like this. And then all of a sudden, just light bulbs and everything started going off in my head. I'm like, yeah, we got to do this. Especially because, it really wasn't space for us, as things were progressing, which is no surprise, right? With where we live and the war on drugs and it's systematic racism everywhere. So I just felt like I had a super good experience, and I really wanted to bring that experience to people like me.
Okay.
All right.
Out of this world experience,
Yes.
super good experience.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a super good experience.
So what? Why was 20 the magic number?
So table 420 is a 420 innuendo, insinuating that there's weed at the table.
Oh,
So it's not necessarily a reference to the number of people.
Wordplay. Wordplay. That's good wordplay right there.
That's
Table
good.
420.
Yeah.
There you go,
Exactly.
Dub. There you go, Dub.
Hey, that was pretty
Exactly.
good. That was pretty good.
Now, how long did it take you to get the business started?
So I ideated for like a year. So like that, I went to that 420 party on 4/20/2017. And after that party, I just started immediately working on it. And by 4/20/2018, we had our launch party.
It's nice.
2018. So it's been, 3 years in the making, right?
Yeah.
3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
So 420 was the anniversary then.
Exactly.
Right? Oh, okay.
Okay. Was 420 was something you always attended, or was that your first time? Or?
That was my first time attending any sort of infused anything. Like I started with cannabis when I was going to Second City for writing, because I will always get writer's block. And I was like, okay, maybe if I start smoking weed.
Okay, I was trying to ask you that without asking you that.
Maybe
Right?
if I start smoking weed,
Get some ideas. Some ideas
I
be
can
coming.
get my ideas out. I could be a lot more creative. And it did help. I wrote a script. I hated it, but I got it done. And then after that, I don't know. It just became a hobby. So that was my first time attending an event where the food was infused like that, but it was still a really good time.
Okay. So sometimes when you want to relax, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, people go and they smoke.
Uh-huh.
So what do? You like go whip up some or something? I mean,
what?
I mean, I'm saying like people. I'm trying to keep this without saying it.
Instead of you going and smoking, did you go get the yams instead?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Do you whip your yams up instead of
going and rolling up one,
Well, I mean, I use cannabis for a plethora of different things. I have ointment that I put on my back when my back hurts. I have bath salt that I put in the bathtub before I take a bath. Like a bubble bath.
I need some of them bath salts. I need some of them.
Yeah,
the last time you had some bubbles in your tub.
We don't talk about Vegas now. You on them edible trip right there. Now. I'm gonna take a little bit at a time. Just a little bit. Nah, we was on there. I be walking on the moon.
So yeah, I mean, I personally, when it comes to edibles, my favorite thing is drinks.
Oh, okay.
Infused drink.
Yeah,
nice.
infused drinks are best because drinks hit you faster and it's easier to tell how much you're affected. Whereas food has to go through your whole digestive system. Right. Some people say it takes up to an hour, an hour and a half. Some people say they weren't high when they left, but they were high the next day. You know what I mean? Some people said they were high for a couple days. So it really just depends on, how much you consume and how your body reacts.
Okay. Now you said that about the drinks. I was going to ask you that. With the infused drinks, does the liquor be in there as well added to the? I mean, how does that work?
So we do not mix cannabis and alcohol. Okay. And whenever even when we do private parties, we let people know, we're in your home. You can have alcohol if you want to, but we don't recommend it unless you're like Nate Dogg and you do this all the time. If you like Wiz Khalifa status and you truly know you can handle it, cool. Otherwise, it's better so you can see alone how cannabis affects you. Plus, alcohol just makes you sick, okay? Mm-hmm. And what cannabis does is allow you to feel stuff more. So if you're drunk and high, you're just going to be like an exacerbated drunk. And to me, that's not what's up.
That's not what's up.
No.
Not fun either.
It's not.
That ain't a cool high right there.
No.
So I got a question. So you coming to the folks' home and everything like that. So have you ever came to somebody's house that had a dirty kitchen up in there? So they have a dirty kitchen. Like y'all got to go into the kitchen and everything. Like
not necessarily dirty kitchens, but there have been empty kitchens, and the chef kind of has to improvise with the stuff that's there. So, we try to supply most things so we don't have to deal.
Right. Now, what's empty to you? Like, ain't got nothing like a soup spoon,
Seasonings?
ain't got nothing seasoning.
Say no soup spoon.
All the seasonings and stuff. But yeah, like the utensils, if they don't have like the proper sizes for us to put stuff in, or, if you have a small kitchen, but we're serving 12 out of your kitchen, sometimes we have to improvise, but not necessarily dirty, no.
Okay.
Pull out the Tupperware,
No, we bring that too.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Y'all heard it.
So what is the response that you've received from your previous customers?
Well, we have a 5-star Google rating, so there's that.
Yeah.
I think.
That's what it is.
I think one of the most rewarding responses, we had a birthday party for a twin brother and sister, and the brother actually had an upcoming brain surgery that next week.
Oh wow.
And so, I could tell that he was anxious about it during the party, but he had a really, really great time. Okay. And then he sent me a DM on Instagram, right after his surgery was over, letting me know he was okay and ready for round 2. So I was like, that. So I really like the experience. I like to bring people new, eclectic, luxury experiences because, like, these are the parties that they're going to be talking about 5 and 10 years from now. Like, remember that time we tripped at your house? Oh, we had that ball. It was so cool.
Right,
you know what I mean? So I really like that. And I mean, if you think about it, right, an experience can outlast anything physical that you have. Like my
Go on, say it. Go on, get it out. Get it out. Come on, man. Come on, man. Go on, say it. Go on, say it there.
I was going to say my grandfather is gone now.
Right, understandable.
But all of those experiences are still with me. Right, you know what I mean? And those experiences kind of have shaped who I am. You know what I mean? So it's even the same, you know, in the entertainment space. Like if you think about your childhood, that time you went to Disneyland, you know, with your parents and stuff, those experiences outlast everything. So that's why I really just want to put as much of this positive energy that I have out into the world as possible.
Yeah, definitely, Stacie. You are doing it. You are making a positive experience out there, especially the ones out there like with medical conditions, anything like that, like brain. You know, like hey, that helps. That helps a lot.
That's the other really interesting thing. So, in addition to our private events where we come in home, we have parties every quarter. And initially, when I started Table for 20, I thought that the audience was going to be more like me, like young, millennial, black people my age. You know what I mean? But no, it's not. Like, I've had people at parties who are like 65 and got their medical card and they really like the experience.
You ready to go.
I got like 47-year-old couples coming because it's somebody's birthday. And then, like, in addition to like the tickets, the wife wanted me to bake him an extra cake for them to take home. I was like, great. Wow. So yeah, I mean, and I think food and cannabis are like the two biggest connectors. So putting them together is great.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like, personally, that's like the first time I ever heard of something like that.
Oh, yay, I'm excited.
So when I heard it, you know, read a little bit about you, it's like, oh, she'd be very interesting.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I do want to shout out other people. There are other people out here doing it and doing it well. There's a Mateo's Pot. There's Herbal Notes. There's Hush. You know, there are a lot of other companies kind of doing the cannabis event experience. And like, we're all different and have our own kind of like salt that we put on top or whatever. But I love that we are embracing it now, and it's not still having to dig through this stigma of people who smoke weed are lazy or whatever.
Right, exactly.
Well, you do got something out there like that, though.
I mean, if you're lazy and you smoke weed, you're going to be more lazy. Right. Yeah, it's just like saying that all people with money are bad. No, if you're an a-hole and you get money, you'll be a bigger a-hole. It just...
Yeah, that is true. What is it? A tiger don't change his stripes now. You know, all right now. So we got to ask, like you brought up the Hush and everything like that. So how is the networking been like with those other companies, anything like that? Are they like on the helpful tip, like, you know?
It's harder for me because I don't live in Chicago anymore.
Okay.
You know, I started Table for 20 in 2018, and then I still work full time. So I happened to move to Atlanta with my full-time job in 2019. So I have a team here, but I'm not really on the ground, so it's harder to network. Not to say that I haven't. You know, I've talked to them, and I think, you know, if any opportunities ever came up, maybe we collab, but we just haven't found the right thing yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's definitely hearing that out. So like with the biggest thing, like what is like some of the that's one of the hardships, like, you know, not being here, the networking everything, like putting the boots to the ground.
Yeah.
But like, what is like some of the hardships that you have experienced, like just like the starting and everything in your industry?
I think that the hardest thing for Table for 20 specifically is just the fact that the laws aren't really made for me right now. Right now, the laws are all about if you have flour or some type of product to put in a dispensary to get to the consumer. I'm more of a service, so I really don't fit. So trying to navigate the legality is hard. I mean, and, you know, I'm sure all three of you guys can relate. I started this business out of my pocket, and that is hard, too.
Oh, yeah.
So,
we got lymph now with all the stuff we didn't have to do. Man, you still got more.
Yeah. And it seems like, you know, it seems like a never-ending amount of things. And like we talked about earlier, sometimes I try to eat the whole elephant and I start to choke and I get like really anxious and I'm like, oh, I can't do it all. Oh my God, I should just quit. Why am I doing this anyway? I don't know. It's just to start freaking out. But if you just, I just try to take it step at a time, like one step at a time. So in order to solve the problem of me not having my feet on the ground here, I'm looking into hiring a salesperson, somebody who can pitch to dispensaries and has a network and encourage people to, book private parties as well.
Right,
So I try to like be very solutions oriented with each obstacle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Smart. Sound like a smart way to go.
Yeah, I try.
And as far as like you said, you got one in Atlanta?
Well, okay. So I have done a party in Atlanta before. We did a canniversary party, I want to say in 2019.
Okay.
But marijuana is not recreational in Atlanta yet.
That's
I'm
what
not
I was
even
asking.
sure
Like,
if they have medical, but the people in Atlanta do whatever they want to do.
there it is.
So I probably could expand to Atlanta. However,
Okay.
I really want to legitimize the business as much as possible so that I can have investors. And putting myself in Atlanta, while it might return revenue, it's really not going to solidify the business like I need it to. So I think
All right.
the best next step is honestly California.
Okay. Because that was my question. Like, it's different laws, different places.
Exactly.
So you got to like focus on what laws are stronger here than there. Yeah, and vocal point as far as advertising, and
Oh, and that's the other thing. I have not done any paid advertising for Table for 20 since the business started, and like. The main reason for that is I don't want to get popped. Look, yeah. I'm not going to jail. If it's not something I can write a check my way out of, then I'm really not trying to mess with it. So, that's kind of why I haven't advertised. I was truly blessed by Val Warner.
okay.
Yeah.
Girl, rated I. That's rated I girl right there.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to Val. I love her so much.
Shout out to Val.
I was at an event where she was hosting and she was starting to make her way out. So I started to make my way out. And then when she was going up the elevator, so I hopped on the elevator and I was like, hey, I started a new company. We do CBD infused dinners and, blah, blah, blah. She was like, okay, give me your card and I'll pitch it and see what happens. They emailed me the next day when I was at work. I got the email and I yelled at work. I was like, ah! They was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, oh. Nothing. And I just kept typing.
Man's your goddamn business.
So I was on Windy City Live. Oh gosh, I can't even remember. It's like everything's running together. That had to be December of 18. Like, so we just launched on 420 in December of 18. We were on Windy City Live. The website started blowing up. I had a lot of black women reached out to me like, hey, I saw you on Windy City Live. You're a black woman in cannabis. I'm about to book your business. They ain't asked me for no discount. So shout out to them. And after that, I just, kind of worked on building my mailing list, making sure I'm present on Google, making sure people are leaving those 5-star reviews. And everything has just been word of mouth ever since. Another good reason why it's good for me to move to LA so I can legitimize and start feeling comfortable doing the advertising that I feel like I need to do to get the business started. I mean, revved up,
All right.
There's a lot of cannabis folks that's down there now in LA, from Snoop Dogg to on.
You got your hands full down there now.
I know, right?
That's a wide open field right there.
And, it seems like a lot of entertainers and athletes now are wanting to invest in cannabis businesses, which is another reason for me to get more and more legitimate. You have to set yourself up to receive. You know what I mean? You just can't have your hand out like, hey, give me some money. You don't have no work. Yeah. You ain't got no paperwork. You ain't got no contracts. You ain't got no P&L. You don't have no business plan. You don't have nothing. Right. So I really have been working hard to get all of that stuff legitimized so people can be like, oh, you dope. Let me write you a check. I got Look, I'm about to memorize the routing number for you. Right. So you don't even have to do no work.
Folks don't even know what P&L means.
Profit and loss.
You know what that is?
Profit and loss statement.
What's that?
Is a
Peanut butter and what?
That's that new get your check fast cut in a little place. What is that? I always see a line, a real line on that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Like you said, like a lot of rappers trying to get into it. We had we was gonna have one gentleman on there, Jim Jones. He has gotten into it with the Saucy Farms. He got like one of the rappers, one of the main ones. He partnered with somebody. He partnered with, I think, with Jay-Z. Like he got that one. So like the rapper. So like, wow, that'll be something like to look into, like with partnering like with a rapper, like we was talking about earlier, like some entertainers.
Don't have to be a rapper.
Well, not a rapper, entertainers. Entertainers, not just a rapper. I'm saying like it's many different ones in there now.
If somebody hits me up and wants to chat, I will happily chat.
There it is.
Anytime.
Big Bird.
Call my phone. Big Bird got Sesame Street money. I'm fine with that.
He got right. He might got the most money. Oh, Big Bird.
Yeah, you crazy.
So back to that though, like you say, like you open to talking to anybody. Like if you had a choice though, do you have somebody in mind that you would like to partner with?
That's a great question. Like somebody famous, you mean?
Anybody that you know, who you feel.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I necessarily know a specific person, but I know what I need help with, and that's basically the numbers. And I don't know if I think that's most business people though. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We start our businesses because we're following a passion. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to business taxes or, profit margins and how to forecast 3 years from now. Like that's just, I went to school for advertising. That's why I made up the name Table for 20, and it's very creative. And that's why all the events are creative. Like that's what I do. You ask me to put together like a pro forma. Nah, I'm lost already. Yeah. So like if there was somebody that was like really good with numbers, but and that's the other thing, like somebody famous, they might not, I'm not thinking that they want to come in and do the numbers for the business. They just want to slap their name on it and people will book parties just because their name on it, which is fine. But I need to know how the numbers work. That's just going to put me in a pickle if I start to get a whole lot of money that I'm not counting correctly. So
definitely.
And Uncle Sam will be there.
He'll be snatching back.
Oh, absolutely. I don't even play with him. I disown him.
Yeah.
Him is me.
Uncle Sam to me is the uncle on my father's side. That's Uncle Sam. I don't really see him that much.
That's old Simony saying right there. Old Simony saying, pop, pop. Right. Yeah, that was a thing there too. Like we were saying earlier, like I think we was talking about the cartoons and stuff earlier. So you a fan of like some older cartoon shows too?
I am a huge Batman fan. Anything Batman comes out, like Batman the animated series, Batman Returns, I watch all of them. I probably rewatched them 4 or 5 times.
Old Rated R got a cape in the closet.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. They want me to fall for it. I'm not gonna fall for that. All right? I'm not gonna fall for it. All right.
It's a pajama cape.
Y'all are crazy.
And a utility belt.
She might give me a 6-piece infused chicken wing. A 6-piece infused.
Oh wow!
That was crazy. Okay. So why Batman? Like Batman, that's just like that's the one that you kind of like.
I like Batman because he is logical no matter what. Like for instance, Justice League versus the Teen Titans movie, right? All right. The Justice League was infiltrated. They were attacked by demon spirits that were making them fight the Teen Titans. Batman took a serum out of his belt and injected himself and made himself sick so that the spirit would leave him because they only wanted them at full health. He's always thinking logically, whereas all the rest of the Justice League got mad that he had quote unquote fail safes for all of their superpowers. They took it personal, but it's like, yo, you got to be prepared. Yeah. So he's always logical. He's always prepared. Sometimes he lacks empathy, but that's just what makes him who he is.
Okay. I see why you like him now, because as an entrepreneur and a business owner, we always got to be a step ahead, man. Always thinking. I see that.
And
you
know, you really don't have no room for feelings in business. You have to get out of your feelings. Ain't no money in them. Sorry.
And you never really seen him work, like really just go to work.
He's a billionaire.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you were saying.
Don't do a damn thing.
That was you were saying about the money part. So I mean, he don't really, all his people take care of that.
Yeah.
And Alfred take care of him.
Yeah. Yeah. But
So,
you really, I think you have to work to get to that point. Like, it looks nice, but I'm sure he's balancing a budget somewhere.
He ain't balancing nothing but ass kicking. That's what he's balancing.
He has to manage the Wayne family fortune. He just can't be going out here all willy-nilly now.
He ain't got time to
That's how you get stuff stolen from you. MC Hammer, you got to count your own check.
But he ain't MC Hammer. He ain't writing no taxes and whooping up people.
It's family money. It's family money. But I'm sure any billionaire family teaches their family how to manage money. Yeah. And all families need to start doing that.
Definitely.
Especially us.
Oh, especially us. So I have a gift coming up from my cousins. They both graduated high school this year. They both have jobs. They both have college acceptance letters. So I'm finna fly them to Atlanta and we're gonna go dummy because
definitely. Let me get a ball right there for the
Education, baby.
Balls to education now.
But we're also gonna talk about budgeting. I'm gonna get them this book, Debt Free Degree. I'm gonna tell them about how to avoid student loans. I'm gonna tell them about how to avoid financing cars. I'm gonna tell them about how to avoid financing boys, and I'm going to tell them everything that they need to know to succeed in life.
I know that.
You know what I mean? And I really want them, I see them looking at me and looking at Table for 20 and, just how I've grown over the years, and I want to make sure that they feel encouraged to do the same and that we start doing stuff for our families like this moving forward, because that's what the white people do. They shepherd their families, you know what I mean? And they protect their money and their assets by everybody knowing what to do and how to move. And I think if we kind of get past this, my family's going to take from me or my family's going to take advantage of me type of mindset, we could grow a little bit better. I have grown too, because I'm very serious about my boundaries. Like, I don't borrow money, so I'm not going to let you borrow money. Like, I don't loan money to my family.
So family can't come to you.
No, they can't, because I set my boundaries, and that's just that on that. So, like, Stacie, she said.
Come on, she said, I need a couple dollars now.
I said it and I meant it.
$2?
I said it and I meant it. Now, if you asking me for something I could give you, then I will give you the money that I can give you, but I'm not going to loan you money because that's going to mess up our relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, I bring some back from the store. What you say you wanted? No problem with that. You say, extra mild sauce? Oh, I got you, Unc.
Now, like a gift considered like $50. So $50 is like the limit. Like for businesses, like where they can donate $50, $50 only. So I get you with that one.
It's not a limit. I'm just not finna be goofy or taken advantage of. And then I feel like people really try to make you feel like what you should do. You should do this. You should do this. You should do that. You should mind your business. That's what you should do.
I know that.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
you Table for 20. You got it.
She said, mind your business.
Yeah, I got it, and it's gonna stay mine.
I know that's right.
Table for 20. Yeah. You got it.
I gotta get get a plate. I want to see how my my body take that. Without get up and go to work the next day and be like, man, look.
It is a good idea to not have anything to do after
the next day.
The next day, you should just chillax. Enjoy the cannabis as it goes through your system. Wow. The relaxation, the naps, the sleep. It will be good.
Yeah, back to lazy point.
Just relax.
Now, what is your favorite infused dish?
Oh, that's a great question.
And drink.
That's a great question.
And you can't say Kool-Aid.
Not great.
That's the easy one.
Not great.
That's the easy one.
Yeah.
Strawberry.
My favorite infused dish by far is a chef that I hired. She's a chef in LA, Wendy, and she made infused smashed potatoes by infusing it with a vinaigrette salad dressing. It was a very, very good.
Sounds scrumptious.
Mashed potatoes.
Smashed potatoes. So it was kind of like, the rustic potato with the skin and kind of smashed against the plate, swirled with the dressing. It was really good.
No meat or nothing? No gravy on that?
Oh, well, you asked me for my favorite dish. Now, we had that with infused ribs.
All right, now you're cooking.
The ribs were good, but I really, really enjoyed them.
You want that
That's
smash.
a side. That's a side right there.
That's
Yeah,
right.
right there.
Ain't the ribs, what's the side, huh?
Basically. And then my favorite infused drink, I'm really simple. It's just a lemonade because syrup is so easy to infuse. So lemonade is best.
Okay,
lemonade. What type of lemonade? Is regular lemonade? Or?
Strawberry is my favorite.
Strawberry.
There you go.
I can look at it and tell. Strawberry. Damn.
Man.
That was delicious.
Right. So, what dish has the most like demand? Like everybody's asking for this certain dish.
Oh my goodness, that's a great question. We have these collard green pot stickers that people just love.
Collard green.
Oh, y'all look at me.
Popsicles.
Collard green pot stickers.
Got a whole lot of old people in trouble. In trouble.
And
Collard green.
My chef gets so mad at me because you get like 4 or 5 a person. So when people order, they have parties of 20. She's like, I'll be making pot stickers forever. Like, yeah. But I don't know. People just gravitate to that. They are slamming though.
They are?
They are slamming. Yes.
Cornbread come with that.
We can make cornbread for you.
The cornbread come with that.
They put a little hot sauce on it now. The hot sauce.
The hot sauce infused too.
And now I partner with a brand called Stacie out in LA, and they are coming up with an infused hot sauce later this summer.
Now, that might be a bit too. Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Great.
She
I think
already
that'd be
has a
great.
barbecue sauce and a vinaigrette that's
Some hot
really,
infused stuff. Huh? Just, habanero.
And what did you say it's called again? A pot what?
What? I said saucy.
No, the
Pot stickers.
pot stickers. Like
Yeah.
who made that name up? Is it just that's a pot sticker.
It's a pot
That's the one right there. That's
Like
the pot.
Chinese
We call
food,
that
pot
pot
sticker.
sticker.
Yeah.
Doing it all the time.
Yeah,
Dumpling, like a
it's
dumpling.
Yeah, it's like exactly. So you take
Okay.
the collard green mixture and you put it inside the dumpling, and then you smash them closed, and then we bake them and then fry them.
Oh.
Teach us something,
It's a-
Stacie.
it's a-
Teach us
it's a
something.
pot
There you go.
sticker.
Okay. So they might not know about
Yeah,
that.
it's some shit I don't want. That's what that is.
It's good. Stop shading it.
That's what that is. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Go on, take that back. Go on, take that back.
You gonna ask me the most in demand item and then shade it. The people love it.
I didn't ask
I
the
ain't
most
even
demand.
tried it. I ain't even
Who
tried
asked
it.
you
Ain't
the most
tried it.
demand?
I think it sounds delicious to me.
Okay, great. Thank
I'm
you.
back to the
I don't know what
cornbread
he's
now.
talking
Back to the
about.
cornbread now. We ain't wrapping that up and nothing. The cornbread up.
No.
Oh wow! You have infused cornbread though. You
I mean, we can
got a buyer.
We can infuse anything, y'all. We can infuse anything. Honestly, like for instance, if we did cornbread, we could infuse the butter or the oil that calls for what goes in the cornbread. Like we did infused filet mignon by infusing the butter. I had a chef. He removed the fat, infused the fat, and then marinated the steaks in the fat overnight. So, I mean, it's
process.
It's a bunch of different ways to infuse food.
Call that a fat fuse.
Fat fusion, yeah.
What about, I got one for you though.
What?
Chitlins.
Okay, I'm not infusing chitlins. I'm not even cooking chitlins. I'm still scarred.
You're a bad sister.
Sorry.
You get
I'm
you
still-
some fused chitlins.
I am still scarred from the smell of chickens throughout my house on Thanksgiving night. Ugh.
Yeah, not a fan myself.
No.
Did they have a bathtub, like a bathtub full of chitlins
no,
over
we
there?
had the sink full all the time.
Infuse those chitlins. Now you can't because you
I'm
don't.
not infusing no chitlins. I look.
Come on
I
now.
have infused hot sauce. You can put the hot sauce on the chitlins if you're gonna eat the stinky chitlins. I ain't making no
Okay.
chitlins.
Okay. What about infused pig's foot? What about that?
I'm not. What are y'all talking about?
Pig feet.
Nobody's
Fused
coming.
feet, huh?
Nobody's coming to the table for 20 for us to serve pig feet.
You got the greens.
I'm not.
Right, had the feet with it.
Y'all are crazy. I'm not infusing those.
About the pickle pig feet. They infuse the pickles in the pig feet.
All right. Make it strawberry.
No.
The feet come out thumbs up, and the feet come on out.
Y'all sound like y'all been eating the edibles before I got here.
But we gotta know, how far we can go with this infuse. Right. We want to know is it,
Yeah, we gonna have you come here now and table 20 right here. Yeah, right here.
I'm happy
Serve us
to
up.
do it.
Yeah, definitely.
So how is the search for chefs as far as wanting to be a part of it and
Searching for chefs can be difficult because I'm looking for a bunch of different things. Like, number one, you have to have experience infusing food. You know, not all chefs have experience with that. And then in addition to infusing, you kind of have to do a lot of math because the dosing is important. You know, I have to be able to tell people, whether it's 5 milligrams or 10 or whatever at the dinner so that they kind of know what they're getting. The food has to be good. You know, you can't just grind up weed nuggets and put it on top and be like, oh, it's infused.
You
like,
saw about that earlier, like how they heavy hands over there.
I mean, it's gonna.
It's a dub boo like. Just grind him on up.
You're not,
grind that right rondo on
in there. Throw it in there.
And that's the thing with Table for 20. Like, when you come and you experience this luxury 4-course meal, you're not going to be able to tell from the flavor in the food that the food is infused.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not going to taste like grass.
I would think that would be important.
I mean? Exactly. And not all chefs can do that. In addition to that, plating is important because, you know, tickets to Table for 20, we're talking about $270 a person. You know what I mean? So the plate has to look like it's worth it. It has to look like you went to Private Provision.
Right.
It has to look like you went to STK. It has to look like a certain level, you know? So unless you can hit all three of those things, I can't work with you. And it's hard for me because I suck at telling people no. Now, I know I can get a bit snippy every now and then.
You gonna tell the story now, you know.
I can get a little snippy every now and then, but I'm a really nice person, and sometimes it's hard for me to tell people no. So it's hard.
Just don't have a hangry now. Just don't have a hangry.
Whatever.
Now, have you ever had a chef to come in and make you something?
A lot of times. That's a requirement.
Yeah, but then when he's done, you like, it smell like purple haze.
No.
Like that smell like.
No.
Okay. He came across none that bad. No chefs. Okay.
So they cook for your staff or whoever, then that's how you guys.
Yeah, we always do a test kitchen before we hire anybody.
Okay.
So it would be me and my former business partner that did that.
Okay.
But now it's just me.
Now it's just you.
Man, let me hit this hourglass one more time now. The time is 9. All right now. Okay. So I got one final question for you. Now, where do you take your brand next to Table for 20, and what do you have planned for the future?
Well, I think next, like I mentioned earlier, is going to be getting out in the California area. And I really just want to legitimize, make sure I have the right licensing, all of that good stuff, so that I can set myself up to receive. I think the great thing about Table for 20 right now is that it's really low overhead because we do in home. So I send the chef to you, I send the staff to you. You know, yeah, we buy stuff. We could probably save money on the things that we buy if we had like a storage to reuse them or whatever. But other than that, you know, it's kind of a low overhead. Everybody gets paid out based on an event basis. So, you know, the only thing that's constant is like the website and like that kind of back end stuff. So that puts me in a really good position, right? So I thankfully am working full time. So I have a job where I can finance making certain moves, like getting out to LA, getting the license, blah, 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 blah. And then whenever somebody's smart enough to want to put their money down, I should be set up.
There it is. Hustling smart.
Shout out. Yeah, hustling smart.
There we go.
That was the last show. Hustling smart. Right.
Hustling smart.
That's what us. Shout out to the 9-to-5ers now. You gotta get that capital.
Absolutely.
Promote your dream.
Absolutely. And
provide for his dream.
It's so crazy because I just got back to work after a 5-month leave of absence. And before my leave of absence, I was like, I want to quit so bad. I don't want to work for nobody no more. Man, can Table for 20 be my full-time thing? So I took this 5 months to like really just throw my all into Table for 20 and just see how far I could get it. But I realized it's really not all it's cracked up to be. Like, as an entrepreneur, you get paid last. Okay.
Say it again.
Last.
Yeah.
You get paid last.
Duh, boo, you know about that. Rated R? You know about where you get paid.
I'm paying
Soon as you got
myself
that check.
first.
Soon as you got that check.
We're going to change that law. We're going to get our stuff first.
Man, we should.
We're going to get our first
It's hard.
The only way you can do that, you get them chitlins on the menu.
Oh my God.
Get them chitlins on the menu.
I'm
You better get them paid first.
I'm sure I can do a poll and chitlins will not be the deal breaker.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
Now, question for you. Have you ever thought about opening up your own restaurant like that?
So, and I have thought about restaurants, but here's the thing with the restaurant. It's a lot of overhead and it's a lot of regulations and it's a lot more staff. You know what I mean? So perhaps in the future, once I have a business partner with a big bag of money, you know what I mean? That's something that we can go into. But right at the stage that I am in life and my career and the business right now, it just don't fit.
Okay.
Understandable. Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
Though. Okay.
There it is.
Double.
I'm good. I'm good. I just know I need a pot of that smash.
Pot stickers.
Yeah, pot stickers.
Pot stickers.
Pot stickers. It sound good.
What he want.
No.
Yeah,
You can bring us some, Stacie, over here. We'll try them out over here. We gonna slip him a piece of it. Tell him it's a pig's foot.
No, yeah.
Oh, chitlin. No, it look like a chitlin now. He be food.
Wait, do you still eat chitlins?
No. What you mean still? I never started. Still, like you saw me eat some. You know.
I mean, you was the one asking about it. Like you
in the food game. I gotta ask you about the
you
food.
really
then.
like the chitlins. Like you wanted them on the menu at the next event. I'm
we
trying to figure out
we
who
have audience
gonna
that like
please them.
chitlins. We have audience that like chillin'.
Okay.
As you can see over there
That's
straight
yours
ahead,
right there.
we got audience that like chillins over
Crying
there.
War Bandit over there.
We got big, there you go. You ain't got to go far. Right there. And he just want the juice. You know what I'm saying? He want juice.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Chilling it is his thing, though. But, you know.
Chitlins. Yeah.
But definitely appreciate you stopping by, though.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Definitely.
We've been awaiting this moment for a minute now, and I'm glad we have,
Glad you came.
Well, shout out to Brandon for finding me and reaching out. I'm so happy to have participated. Yay.
That's what's up.
Thank you for responding now. A lot of folks didn't respond back to old B-Lo now. You know.
That's okay. They gonna respond. They gonna respond when you blow up and you be like,
there it is.
You don't have any
Back
more time
then
on
they
the
didn't
schedule.
want me. Now I'm hot.
All on you. It's how it happened every time.
There it is. There it
is.
is.
Though, right there. Definitely. Thank you. And also, too, you have the website, too, as well. We're going to put that in the description.
Yes.
And you can say it.
atable420.com. So atable, FOR20, all spelled out.com.
That will be in the description. And when you go to the website now, you're going to see us. You're going to be flying now.
Yes. If you go to the About the Owner, I got some pictures up there. Brandon saw me skydiving.
Oh, okay.
I did skydive like, I think, 10,000 feet. It was cool. It was a cool experience.
It was really cool.
It was cool. I wouldn't do it again, but it was cool.
Just about
It
to
wasn't
ask
that cool.
You ain't doing it no more.
It wasn't that cool.
I
then.
couldn't do it again. You know, somebody should have told me to wear pants. Okay.
Oh, you got a skirt? You got a skirt on?
No.
Marilyn Monroe out there.
Yeah, what you was up there with a rump on? You had a rump on down after playing a rumple? What you had on?
I had on biker shorts.
Oh.
I had on biker shorts. So when you land, you don't land running on your feet like they do in the damn movies.
You're right.
You land on your butt. You have to pick your feet up because you could break your legs. So you have to pick your feet up, land on your butt, and slide in the grass.
Wow.
And
That sounds too much.
I should have wear sweatpants.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should have had that rump
I
on.
didn't have any padding.
Did you get scraped or something like that? Got like a
There was a whole lot of grass where the sun don't shine. Is all I'm saying. There's a whole lot of grass.
Oh man.
Would you do it again?
No,
no.
You gotta do it
It
again.
wasn't that cool.
I'm not doing it again just because I wouldn't put my life in that much danger for recreation as I've grown, and matured as an adult. But it was cool.
Okay, well, that didn't seem like it was that long. He said you matured as an adult. You wouldn't try it again. Talking about the
I grow fast.
you go fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I grow fast.
Got you. I did.
She get on the Ferris wheel.
She said. There you go.
Stacie said.
That's what's up.
She said.
That's what's up.
Man.
You got
Let's
the
thank you so
beautiful
much, though, for coming.
Stacie.
Thanks for having me.
Stacie, on the behalf of Classy Image Barbershop, I'd like to thank you for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
You know it.
We
You
in
know
the
it.
House of Classy Image Barbershop. Yes.
I don't know why I keep hitting the microphone. It's like I don't understand the depth it is from my mouth.
Well, practice make perfect.
It's right there. You ain't got to get all the way like up there.
Okay.
Like,
But
just
you
like,
like-
I wanna be out. You got to be all right there. You
We
know.
don't want to know. We want to know what Doug Blue was thinking, though. You know. We don't know.
Really?
We don't know. We'll wipe the lipstick off later.
See, and this is exactly why I brought somebody with me. It's too many men in here for me to be up by myself. I'm like, nah.
You the one on the mic.
You holding your own. You holding your
Like
own.
you said,
You right,
practice
you right.
makes perfect.
Practice make perfect. Okay, it's
There it is.
It's okay.
Yeah, definitely. You did good. You did great. You did great over here. You got it.
Mike.
You did great.
Held that ground. Held that ground.
Yeah,
Good. You representing well. Table 20 out there.
Right. Morgan Park, baby. Morgan Park.
Shot Town over here. Shot Town on over here now. Southside.
You're going to have to get us some of that fused food.
Y'all got to come to the next event.
We tried.
I'm working on it.
We tried.
420 got bought out by another event, and that's the other thing with being like a small business. I had to kind of choose, but it didn't make sense, and it was hard for me too because I like celebrating the anniversary. You know, 420 happens to be the anniversary of my grandfather's death, and so I didn't like the day for a couple years, you know what I mean, until my friend asked me to come to that first party. And then when I kind of created Table for 20, so I'm like, yay, so now I'm doing something on this day. So it was hard, but we got booked for something else, and I just couldn't do both. Sorry.
Okay,
but the next one.
Understandable. We want extra brownies.
You need one more chance now. One more chance.
Thanks for not giving up.
Just one more chance.
You can't do that now. We can't do that.
One more chance now. And our seat better be right next to the kitchen.
Okay.
Right next to it.
Now.
So you can see what the chef is doing.
So I can see who the chef is.
Like
chef
those,
is.
like those see-through kitchen now.
Yeah,
What you
I
back
wanna
there sprinkling back there?
I don't want to see what's going on back there.
The mistake. You got it. We don't announce the
It's
second
just
half.
a few. She can't get out of here. Everything grass now. Everything grass now.
Think about the marks now. She having flashbacks over here. The grass greener.
Grass now. Good Lord.
All right, now there we
Morgan
go.
Park.
Morgan Park,
Morgan Park.
Chicago. The Table 20. There you go, Miss Stacie. And the time is now.
Chicago, rocking with the #1 podcast in Chicago, Hourglass Podcast. The time is now. You better know it. Hey, I'm rocking with the Hourglass Podcast. The time is now.
I'm rocking with the #1 podcast in Chicago, Hourglass Podcast. The time is now.
Yellow.
Thank you for listening to the Hourglass Podcast. The time is now. Shoot us an email at info@hourglasspodcasting.com to submit questions and to become a future guest. It's our time. Now, let's make the best of it.